Here are some of the tools we use to make our awesome videos.
We received no compensation for the mention or showing of products or companies in this video. There are many ways to make videos. These are some of the things we use to make ours, and what we like and dislike about each. Let's start with cameras and holders. Camera technology is constantly improving, and because we want to stay out of debt, we use the equipment that gives us good quality with the lowest cost. I bought the Vivitar DVR 786 HD because it was budget friendly, being less than $60, had 1080p video, and came with mounts and waterproof housing. It uses a standard tripod screw on the bottom as well. That was all good, and it's made some very good video in the year and a half that I've used it, including in areas that my other cameras wouldn't fit into. That was the good. Now for the bad. It has a tendency to lock up and stop recording if the battery is not charged just before use. When it stops, I have to reset it with a pin in a very small hole on the side. To prevent this, I charge it just before I use it. Or if I didn't get a chance to, I'll use an external battery pack plugged into the USB port. As far as being an action camera, really, this is the ugly part. It has a waterproof housing, but if I use it out of water, it overheats the camera and it stops recording and has to be reset. The remote, well, that's never worked. And customer service is painful to go through. My general purpose go-to camera is the one I carry with me all of the time, my smartphone. Samsung Galaxy phones are what Sherry and I use. We started with the S2 and made some interesting cat videos with that phone. And these phones are now my B-roll cameras for those times when I want to get multiple angles of the same thing, or as backup for when something goes wrong with my primary camera. Most of our videos on YouTube have been done from my Galaxy S5. This was a real workhorse and gave me some good video that had plenty of resolution and was mostly reliable. That was the good. The bad was it constantly got hot and would overheat. I even started to put ice on it while shooting long recordings. It also used the battery up fast when it got hot. The ugly, well, that was my fault. I dropped it one too many times. And yes, I dropped it many times. But this last time, it fell off of a selfie stick 6 feet onto a cooking grill. That was hot. In fact, it fell into some onions. And it shattered the touchscreen behind the glass. Well, I needed a new phone. What I got next was a Galaxy J7V. This camera in many ways is better than the S5 and cost half as much new. The overheating problem, that's gone. The battery lasts much longer, even shooting long sequences. It still fits the selfie stick holders, and it's faster as well. Now the bad, well, it's not water resistant. The resolution is another issue. While it's acceptable at 8 megapixels versus the S5 with 16 megapixels, there are areas where I wish I had those 16 megapixels. I also now bungee cord it to the selfie stick holder for additional protection. The Vivitar Pocket Tripod is so useful because it works with the action camera and my phone, even the J7. I can twist it into spots that give me a better point of view, and it costs less than $5. To mount my phone, I use a phone holder from a selfie stick. I'm always looking for bargains, and this tripod was at a garage sale for $2. It's now my throw in the back of the car tripod. Small, light, and cheap are the good points to this. It's lasted for several months now, and it's still working. The bad is it's cheaply made. But when it fails, it only cost me $2. So that's why it sits in the back of the car. When I need one, I've got it. My main tripod is this Polaroid 75-inch tripod. This is a good, low-priced tripod that has very good stability. It can handle most any camera that I'll ever own, and is tall, so I can have a stable platform even over my head. I really have nothing bad to say about this tripod. It's worked well for everything I've used it for. Now, a selfie stick is a very useful camera holder, and this one was a bargain at a yard sale. It's just for phones, but it is Bluetooth connected. It's not as long as I like, but it's nice and stiff, so it's kind of an in-between. Walmart keeps putting out different selfie sticks for the same price of $4.88. They have some good ones and have some not so good ones. The current ones are just okay. And they work, but they really could be more rigid. Now, I will point out that even though I've had dozens of selfie sticks, I've only taken one picture of myself with any of them. And that was with some other people around me. Instead, I use these to get to places I can't reach or don't want to put my hands or my head into. For instance, doing a pre-trip inspection on the motorhome, this comes in really very handy. Also, if you balance a selfie stick with the camera on the end, it's a fairly good stabilizer. Now, this is not a gyro balanced camera holder. It's not going to take out all the shake, but it helps to steady the video instead of the bounce of being handheld. It can make the difference between usable and unusable video at editing. Recording audio. We've used on-camera microphones at times, but we've also found that this is a hit and miss proposition with quality and the issue of retakes. Doing the audio recording in a quiet place gives much better sound quality. So we use this setup, my Galaxy Tab A tablet running the HiQ MP3 voice recorder free app. This is simple to use and it works well with the Lavalier lapel microphone that I have. I could use my phone for this, but I like to spread out the workload a bit. Lighting is important to quality video. The lighting we use the most, aside from the sun, is what is on the camera. This is just fill lighting to eliminate shadows, but it works for close-up work. When I need to really light up a task, I go with my DIY LED parts tray light. I made this with strip lights attached to an old magnetic parts tray. This works from any 12-volt DC power source, like a car's lighter socket. Its magnet base sticks to most steel, so it's easy to set up, and I can even clamp it to things that aren't made of steel. This has worked so well that I'm planning on making 2 or 3 more with more LEDs in each. Editing the video. I looked around for a while to find software that I felt comfortable with. Wondershare Filmora is the software that I liked the best and has the same feel of much more expensive packages. Now, it doesn't do everything, but I've been able to do some neat stuff with it. The only gripe I've had with this software is that my older computer is running 32-bit Windows 10. This is no longer supported by Filmora. They only support 64-bit operating systems for the current versions. So in order to use some of the new features, I need to upgrade my computer. Oh well, at least it'll be faster.
Thanks for watching our video. If you like what you see, press the like button below and subscribe. And also check out our other videos.